And speech in reply, as they say in Parliament, comes from the bridegroom, Jeremy.
Thank you, Father-in-law, for those words, and we will remember them. I'd like to welcome everybody on behalf of my wife and I. I have waited 7 years for this day. That's the truth. And so have many other people, I believe, also. But it's finally here, and it's been the most wonderful day of my life so far. I look forward to many more wonderful days too with Jan. I woke up this morning thinking that I really should be feeling a bit nervous, and I hadn't felt nervous at all. And I woke up and I didn't feel nervous or bothered by anything. So I'm sort of in the shower singing a few songs, and then all of a sudden I burst into tears. And I thought, I think it's hit me finally. I was quite pleased about that, actually. You expect that on your wedding day, don't you? But yeah, I really want to thank my groomsmen particularly for their help and their support. They've been great. Made things so much easier. And I particularly want to thank Lindsay. I'll just mention their names: Keith Coverdale, my brother Tim Ellis, Steve Wyndham, and Lindsay Barras was my best man. And I want to thank Lindsay particularly because he's been doing all sorts of things that... Well, there's one thing I won't thank you for, Lindsay. That's the treacle and feathers, but we won't mention those. Yes, I did get all the feathers out of my hair. But Lindsay's been a great help, and he's really made things a lot easier for me. So I thank him for that. Thanks to... I'll just mention a few people. Thanks to Bill Sundstrom on the video there, and Paul Riggs. They've been doing a fine job on that, and we'll look forward to seeing that later, and particularly the harp. But I really appreciate what they've done for me, the sacrifices that they've made for me, and for both of us as Jan spent time living over at their house in my bedroom, whilst I've been living in our house, getting it ready for when Jan moves in. I'll just clarify that. So I put it the wrong way in the first place. But I thank them so much for the work that they've put into making this special for both of us too. And I'd just like to hand it over to Mrs. Ellis, who would like to say a few words also.
I would like to just say a few words, as is my custom, on behalf of my husband and I, of course. And we would like to thank everybody who's come here today and supported us, and that's very special to us to be surrounded by so many friends and relatives. Firstly, my parents I would like to thank for all their work, both for today and throughout my life. They're very special to me. It's a real honour and a privilege to be brought up in a Christian home. And I know that they've taught me a lot, and that's going to influence my marriage and my life. And I thank them for it, but that's not really sufficient. And I just want to say that I love them both very much. I also want to thank Jeremy's parents, who have been my mum and dad, although I haven't dared to call them that yet, but I will try to. I've been living there for the past year or so, and as Dad often says, putting up with their all sides of them, and I've very much enjoyed getting to know them so well. And it is an honour to be another Jan Ellis. I would like to say a few more thank yous to people who have helped in lots of different ways today, to Rod Sykes and to his team. Thank you very much. Rod is a special friend from the Bible College, and it's wonderful to have him involved in the catering today, and for his team who have done a wonderful job. And also to the people from Armour who have really welcomed us into their household. This really is their home, and we've felt very much part of their family as we prepared for this day. So thank you very much to them. My cake here was made by my mother and iced by a special lady, and I'd like to say thank you to both of those people. And to Robert Baines, who is sitting over here, made our rings very especially for us, so we're very pleased with those, and thank you, Robert. Robert, by the way, is Nellie's father, and Nellie's been a beautiful flower girl, and thank you, Nellie, for being involved. I would lastly like to thank my 4 bridesmaids, my 2 sisters, and my 2 good friends. And they have really been a help to me in keeping me calm, and just for being very special to me, and it's really lovely to see them all here and looking so beautiful. So I'd like to thank them very much for all their help. One more, thank you very much for your gifts, which we noticed out there, and they look wonderful. And so thank you for the effort involved in choosing those for us. We do appreciate that. And now I think I would like to pass over to Lindsay Burrows.